Hello everyone, let's now see how to add CSS in our HTML code. So basically there are different ways for doing this thing. So let's see the different ways of adding CSS into our HTML code. But before looking at that, let's understand the syntax of CSS. Okay, so a CSS rule consists of a selector and a declaration block. So this is somewhat we are going to see in the upcoming videos also, but for now you have to understand what is called what. Okay, so for example, here you can see that h1, then there is a curly brace, then color colon yellow, and then semicolon, and then another statement is written over here. So each and everything has a name over here. So suppose h1 or the heading tag here is called as selector. Okay, next is color. So color is called as property. So color is a property, then yellow is the value of this property, and this entire thing that is mentioned inside the curly braces is called as declaration block. So this is the basic syntax of our CSS. Now while we are starting to work with CSS, we will get to know more about it. Okay, now let's see how can we add CSS. So there are three ways of inserting a style sheet or CSS. So first is external CSS, then second is internal CSS, and the third one is inline CSS. So let's now in this video only, let's now try to add CSS by all these three ways. So first one is our inline CSS. Okay, so here is the simple syntax. You can see that in the h1 we have added the CSS in the inline only. Now inline, it is called as inline because we are not creating any separate file or any separate block of code for this thing. We are writing the CSS in that line itself. So let's do the practical. So I am inside my index.html file, and what I am going to do is so this code we have written in the previous tutorial. If you have not checked that, make sure to check that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the path and I'm going to open it in my web browser. So I have opened this and I can see that hello world is printed on my screen. Now I want to apply some style on it. I want that its color should be red. Okay, so this is the basic style I want to apply for now. So let's make use of inline CSS for this purpose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the CSS in this way, that is in the line itself. I'm going to write I'm going to make use of style attribute. So style, and then here we have to mention the color property and the value of that property as red, because we want the color to be red. So in this simple way we can add the style to our HTML code. So let's go to our web browser now and refresh the page. You can see the color is now red. So in this case we have added the style by using inline CSS. Okay, so this is called as inline CSS. Now let's move ahead and see what is meant by internal CSS and how to apply that. So in internal CSS, what we do is we make use of a style element. So you can see that a style element is added just before the head element. So style element will be added and all the CSS that we have to apply will be mentioned over there. So let's now do this thing. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take a paragraph tag for now, and I'm going to again write hello, or I'm going to simply write internal CSS, so that we will get to know that internal CSS is getting applied. So for now it is a simple internal CSS text that is being displayed on the screen. Now what we need to do is, again we want its color to be green. Okay, for example, so what I'm going to do is just before the head tag ends we will apply style, and in this we are going to we have to target this paragraph basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write P and curly braces, and here I'm going to write the color and the color that we want to apply. So I want to apply a green color. So now I'm going to save the file. I'm going to go on my browser, and when I refresh it, you can see the color is now changed to CSS green. So just to make it visible, I'm going to change the P to H2 tag so that it will be a little bit larger and you can see it carefully. So you can see, okay, so here also I have to change, because now we are not targeting the P tag, we are targeting H2 tag. So you can see the color is now green. So in this way we can apply internal CSS. That was our second way of adding CSS, that is internal CSS. Let's quickly move to the third one and let's see how to apply external CSS. Now external CSS, the word itself means that there will be an external CSS file that will be created and we have to link that file with our index.html page. So let's see that how to do this thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a separate file called as styles.css. Once this is created, I'm going to create another h1 tag, and here I'm going to write external CSS and I'm going to save it. So let's see how it is looking at this point of time. You can see that right now it is in black color because we have not applied any CSS on this h1 element, that is external CSS. Now let's apply external CSS to it. So how can we do this? So we are targeting for now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to comment out both of these lines so that there will be no confusion. So we just have this thing on our screen. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to link this styles.css file in this HTML file. Okay, so how to link that? So here we have taken the example, so we have to make use of this link element or tag. So let's do this. Just before the head tag ends, I'm going to write link, and it is automatically taking relationship as a style sheet, and in the href we have to mention the path, that is styles.css. okay, once I hit save, now at this point of time nothing is going to happen because we have not written any code in styles.css. So let's quickly write the code for changing the color of h1 element. So again, simply we will write color to red, and once we save it and let's go back to our browser, we can see that the color is now red. So in this way we can apply different styles, we can apply CSS using different methods like internal CSS, inline CSS and external CSS. I hope now it is clear to you. So if you have any more doubts on this topic, let me know in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video.